Alright, good morning everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Ooh, let me get that other rupee right over here. Oh, there it is, come on, there we go, perfect. Alright, so I went and take care of everything I needed off screen to get started with the new cycle, so let's start with everything we need to do. First thing we need to do is come see, well, these two. Hey, guys, there's a miner in front of you. Can y'all stop touching each other for like 2 seconds? It looks like we have a visitor, honey. I wonder if it's a customer, darling. I will take my business elsewhere if you don't stop making out in front of me. Like, I feel super uncomfortable. I need an adult, and I need an adult that's not the two of you on screen or the adult that's doing commentary right now. So what these guys do, besides, make me uncomfortable, they charge you 10 rupees a day. They have little mini games you can do. If you complete 3 days in a row, you get a heart piece. Other than that, you get 50 rupees each day. Is it really difficult? No. It's just lining up targets. Now, I find they get progressively easier each day. Personally, I feel the Bomb Chew day is the hardest. Now, as the time goes down, the platform you're on goes faster. It doesn't go down based on how many Bomb Chew, targets you take down. It's all based on how many. Okay, I think there's just one left. It's just based on time. I mean, I say it was hard, but like this time wasn't too bad. Okay, but where is it? Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Is that it? Come on, one of these has to hit. Come on. Okay, like I said, the first one is the hardest, in my opinion, and right in the last second. This one is the hardest. The next two, I don't find are really that hard. Did you see that? He got a perfect score. We have to share our happiness with him. If this is an offer for a 3-way, I'm out. Like, straight up, I'm out. Okay, 50 rupees, I'll take that. Pay me not to watch. Let's show off even more for him. I am calling Chris Hansen. Just screw y'all. I'm calling Chris Hansen. Because that is absolutely just weird. But anyway. God, like, I don't know what the idea was with those two. But, like, no. Okay, we gotta go talk to the mailman later. But that's not going to be until later. Now we got the bunny hood. I can get a heart piece off of him. But again, we'll get that done, much later. Anyway, let's go deposit all this and then let us get started with the game. We're on the 10th part, I believe, and like, we haven't actually started, playing the game. Like, it's just been side quest after side quest and everything, but we haven't actually started, like, the actual game. So wait, I probably could have saved some of those rupees. I gotta buy a map from Tingle. Oh man, how did I forget that? That's okay. Well, it's not like I won't find plenty of rupees out here. It's not like there's not plenty. We need at least 20. Shouldn't be too hard to get 20 rupees, should it? Actually, what I could do, just because nothing but that. Actually, here's what I can do. I can actually go get this treasure chest. Please let it be more than 5 rupees. If it's like not 20 rupees, I'm gonna be a little sad. I think this is where I have to fly to. Okay, that didn't seem to work. Do I have to like fly on top of this? Wait, yes, I do. Okay, maybe there's a flower for me on top? Like, is that it? No, there's no flower on top. Okay, so how do I get to that treasure chest? You know what? Oh, well, that was nice. There's gotta be more, There's gotta be more. There just has to be. But let's get this cutscene started. I mean, if I don't get the rupees right now, it's not a huge deal, but, the map would help. Tonight's my first night of starting bowling again. Like, my bowling league starts up tonight. I haven't done this in years, but let's get this cutscene out the way. Taylor and I drew this with the Skull Kid when we first met him. He told us that he had been fighting with his friends and that they had left him all alone. And here comes the villain origin story. This must have taken place on the second day because look how much rain that is. No, but I'm excited. Like, I haven't been bowling in 2 years. Like, the last time I was bowling was a few years ago, and just I took a mental downward spiral, and I ended up just walking away for a bit. Now I feel like I'm in a good spot to go, and is it a little frightening? Kinda, just a little bit, but I'm excited. Like, I really am excited. Oh, look at them huddling for warmth. What do y'all think this is, the Arctic? It ain't that cold. Oh, and there's the Skull Kid. So this is actually the same Skull Kid from Ocarina of Time that you give the Skull Mask to, and that gives you the heart piece when you play Soraya's song. I understand how, but like they don't do that until the end. You don't find that out until the end. But you know what? I'm spoiling it now. I don't care. It's a 20-year-old game. It's actually over 20 years old. It's a 24-year-old game. Almost 25. But if you don't know the whole story yet, then, it's probably a good time to learn it. God. Oh, look at him, just so happy. I hope nothing goes wrong. Like, I hope they just have the best ending story ever. But no, we're getting closer to where I had to stop recording yet. I don't know, like, this is one I don't know, I'm nervous about things going wrong, because I remember that's why my channel went down last time. I'm sure it was because he was always playing tricks, so nobody wanted to play with him. But to do what he did just because of that? You mean mugging the masked salesman? Dude, like, did you, like, shoot him or something? Or he must have used some Harry Potter magic, because that looks like a full body binding curse. He just Petrificus Totalis him. And once he got his power, no one could stop him now. No, but I'm excited to go bowling again. I always loved athletics and sports and all, but I never really participated in them. I always wanted to, and that was one of the things I had a lot of fun with when I was at the school I was at, because all the kids wanted me to be on their team for recess football or recess basketball. And I'll say it was a lot of fun until, my asthma started acting up. Okay, so we gotta take out these bats, because at the top of that tree there's another heart piece, and it's guarded by all of those little bats. Come on, can I get any rupees? Like, seriously? No rupees? There's gotta be at least one. This sucks. Okay, where? There they are. Can I, like, take the rest of them out? Like, okay, there's 3. There's gotta be... Did I get them all? Like, is that what happened? Did I get them all? God, that moon is just kind of creepy. But, yep, that's a heart piece. But 4 pieces, yada, yada, yada. Sweet! On the bright side, I could just take those out until I get 20 rupees. But that's gonna take a minute. You know what? I can actually do without the map at this very second. Once we go into the swamp, I'll be able to get some more rupees. I should be able to get 5 more rupees once we come into the swamp. So, let's get started with that. I don't know, like, all the 4th graders actually challenged me to play them one-on-one in basketball, because I got tired of them just being competitive, and they just kept acting like they the best. But it's not that I didn't like competitive spirit, it's just that they would get violent. That was like the main problem that we always had. It's like, it's not that they're just competitive and want to push each other to do better, it's that it would get violent. Okay, let me go hit this statue before I do anything else, because I will, and oh wow! I completely forget we don't pick up Deku sticks until this far into the game. I usually forget to hit this owl statue. Like, I mean, you can tell, it's one that it's easy to forget. On the bright side, we now have enough rupees that I feel comfortable about going get the swamp map. God, I cannot believe I actually forgot to do that. Like, how did I do that? There we go, that should be good. Alright, let's get... But I remember it was the last couple of days of school before summer, and they got, like, super competitive with each other. Like, they were slapping, yelling, and all this stuff, and they were calling fouls, and I'm like, kids, y'all don't even know how to play the actual game of basketball or football for that matter. Stop yelling about fouls. Like, none of you are playing the actual rules. And then one kid was like, man, you can't play. And then my competitive petty nature came in and said, all right, 1v1 me, best to 9. And I beat him 9-0. Because, you know, I'm just good at athletics. And I also look like I'm a much better athlete if I'm playing against 9-year-olds. Like, that doesn't make me a good athlete. It just means I'm exploiting that situation. But it turned into a little fun challenge where all the kids wanted to line up and see could they beat me. One of them actually did. Like, one of them actually got me. And not because he was much better. By that point, my asthma medication completely wore off. And I just was not trying. But anyway, besides that, now we can actually do part 2 of the Deku trade, not the Deku, yeah, the deed title trading game. So you want to take off the mask and talk to this guy, yada yada. Thanks for stopping. You're not from here, are you? I sell magic beans to Deku scrubs, but I'd really like to leave my hometown. I'm going to find some success in a livelier place. You gotta go through the proper channels first. Sure, take this one. Go to Clocktown. And you will sell nothing because nobody's there to buy magic beans. Unless those beans can give you a beanstalk which will let you climb all the way up to the moon and just punch it out the sky. I mean, does it even pay? We're not gonna do much more of the land title deed trading game in this cycle. Like, it's gonna take, like, they have one per area, but it takes a while to honestly just get all 4. Like, we're not gonna finish this until, like, a lot closer to the end of the game. Or at least, okay, there we go. And, yep, there we go. We got a piece of heart. You collected 2 pieces so far. Collect 2 more pieces to extend your life energy. We should be able to get the next 2 before we get into the actual temple. So I'm going to see y'all in the next part. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This is EK Butters. I'll see everybody in the next part.